is a very special occasion in reuniting Stacy and Matt in the renewing of their vows after 10 years of marriage. Matt, you may now receive Stacy and walk her forward, please. Well, first off, let me congratulate the two of you. Not only today, renewing your vows, but for 10 years together in marriage. You two are a wonderful example. And if there's a few things that I hope would carry along with the two of you throughout your marriage together, it would be for you both to always be willing, from the heart, to listen, learn, and to love. And by that I simply mean for you both to always be willing to listen to one another. What it is that they have to offer. Not only that, what makes them feel whole and complete and part of this relationship, this marriage that the two of you have. Because after all, they just may be the voice of reason. And secondly, is the ability to learn. No matter at what point in time, always be willing to learn whatever it takes to help the other fulfill every desire, every wish, every dream and goal that they may have. And lastly, but most importantly, is the ability to love one another unconditionally, which means no strings attached. It's an ongoing love. And this is a type of love that I hope the two of you would wish to continue each and every day. Keeping in mind, Matt, that Stacy's happiness will always be far more important than your own. And also that Matt's happiness will be important as well. And the reason for that is, with that in your minds and in your hearts, I have no doubt that your lives together will continue to be everything that you want it to be. So with that said, sir, I'll ask you first. With your presence here today, alongside Stacy, do you still take her as your wife in promising to love, honor, cherish, and respecting her always, allowing nothing or no one to ever come between the two of you? Do you still take her as your wife, sir?
I do.
Thank you. And Stacy, I'll ask you the same. With your presence here today, alongside Matt, do you take him still as your husband in promising to love, honor, cherish, and respecting him always, allowing nothing or no one to ever come between the two of you? Do you still take him as your husband?
I do.
Thank you, Stacy. And if I can have your bouquet. And I'll ask for the two of you to turn and face each other and hold each other's hands. Now, as you look into each other's eyes, you will see the very reason of what not only brought you here today, but 10 years ago. And Matt, as you look into her eyes, I'll have you repeat your vows. I, Matt, still take you, Stacy.
I, Matt, still take you, Stacy,
as my wife.
as my wife.
Today, in renewing our vows,
Today, renewing our vows,
I will always be there for you.
I will always be there for you.
Through the good times and the bad.
Through the good times and the bad.
Whether we are rich or poor.
Whether we're rich or poor.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
Through laughter and tears.
Through laughter and tears.
I will love and cherish you.
I will love and cherish you.
I give you my pledge.
I give you my pledge.
Thank you, sir. I understand there's a few words you'd like to express yourself.
I remember our wedding day, and I was so sure that you were the one who was so in love with you, and I was so excited to take you as my wife. 10 years later, and 2 beautiful children, you're still the one. I love you more now than I did then, and I'm so excited to stand here and reaffirm my pledge to you. Sometimes life gets in the way and throws us roadblocks, and life's challenges, you step in the path. And I want you to know I'm always there for you. And more importantly, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you.
Thank you, sir. Stacy, as you look into Matt's eyes, I'll have you repeat your vows. I, Stacy, still take you, Matt,
I, Stacy, still take you, Matt,
to be my husband.
to be my husband.
In renewing our vows,
In renewing our vows,
I will always stand beside you
I will always stand beside you
through success and misfortune,
through success and misfortune,
through the joys and sorrows of life,
through the joys and sorrows of life,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
through laughter and tears.
through laughter and tears.
I will love and cherish you.
I will love and cherish.
I give you my pledge.
I give you my pledge.
Thank you. It's open for you to say a few words yourself.
I'm surprised you never stop showing me how much you love me, no matter what goes on in our lives. And I appreciate you and everything you do for our family. And I know sometimes things are hard, but I love you so much. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Now, these rings, they're not only tokens, but symbols of the very love and devotion that the two of you are expressing here today. And my hope is that in each and every day, with the two of you wearing these rings, may they constantly remind you of that promise and that pledge that you have just made to one another. And in time, the rings themselves may lose beauty, but I hope that the two of you would not only value, but take honor in wearing these rings for what they truly represent. And through your friends and family, the beauty will shine through you both, and the two of you will always remain a wonderful example to all. So, Matt, as you place a ring on her ring finger, if you would please repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I seal my promise
I seal my promise
to be your faithful and loving husband.
to be your faithful and loving husband.
And I am so honored
And I am so honored
to call you my wife.
to call you my wife.
Thank you. Perfect. And Stacy, as you place the ring upon his ring finger, if you would please repeat. With this ring,
With this ring,
I reseal my promise
I reseal my promise
to be your faithful and loving wife.
to be your faithful and loving wife,
And I am so honored
and I am so honored
to call you my husband.
to call you my husband.
Thank you. And at this time, I'll ask for the two of you to step over and behind the unity candle. Now, the two of you along the way have had a separate path that has led you to one another and to this very moment. And the individual lit tapers are representing your individual lives. And in lighting the center candle, you'll be reaffirming the uniting of not only you both, but of your families as well. So I'll ask for the two of you to take a hold of your individual taper. If you could light the center candle at the same time, which is also symbolizing the continuation of the journey with new memories. And once lit, I'll ask for the two of you to turn and blow out your individual taper. Perfect, thank you. And I'll invite you guys to the front. You're welcome. Well, Matt and Stacy, if you love someone, you'll be loyal to them no matter what the cost. You'll always stand beside them. You'll always love and trust them. And you will stand your ground in defending them no matter what. Now there's a short saying that I'd like to leave with the two of you. And it simply says, don't walk in front of me. I may not follow. Don't walk behind me. I may not lead, but walk beside me as a friend. Because after all, throughout your journey together in marriage, that is what the two of you will be continuing to build, is a deeper, richer, stronger friendship built upon the foundation, your wonderful marriage that the two of you already have. And I'd also hope that the two of you would not only love each other for who they are, but for what they are also helping to make of you. And certainly it's been a joy to be part of this celebration of 10 years of marriage, the two of you. And with the authority vested in me by the state of Nevada, it is my honor and my privilege to once again be able to pronounce you as husband and wife. Matt, you may now kiss your wife, sir. I'd like to introduce once again, yes, Mr. and Mrs. Nunley.